world around us hides secrets you cannot even imagine. You have the possibility to discover new worlds and look closer than ever before. Join us in the metaverse.
Everyone, welcome beloved Patreon subscribers to Culture on a Stick.
Hello.
Hi. I'm your host of today's edition, Vanessa Postel.
I like where'd the camera go.
And joining us today, we have...
Hi, I'm Sarah Sanders-Odie. I know things about stuff.
And I'm Lauren O'Neill. I also know things about stuff.
Mm-hmm. We're made up of all female identified persons here,
Today.
Which is a new... right now, today, which hasn't happened yet in Culture on a Stick, or actually any live stream I've seen with us.
I agree.
So, awesome.
Yeah.
Here we are. Culture on a Stick is a nerd news talk show where various members of us, the Zoe cast and crew, come together to talk about news and games and television and movies and other geeky topics. Mm-hmm. And it streams live to YouTube and our regular live stream, and is only available to our Patreon members after our show.
Thank you, Patreon members.
Thank you, members.
Thank you for sticking around, too. We wanted to wait till 5 because that's when people knew it was going to happen. Absolutely. So even though we ended the other thing early, we still wanted this at 5.
Yeah, so I hope that you're around. And please chat with us. Mm-hmm. We especially want you to chat with us today.
Really a lot.
And we'll answer your questions, and we'll just talk to you.
I'm an open book.
And we can't wait. Today, in honor of,
My tongue is now raw from eating the Tootsie Pops.
What?
Like it hurts.
Does that happen?
We jammed on the snacks in our little break, and big shout out to Paxmo.
Thank you. Good snacks.
Woo! But we're all snacked up.
But I had 2 Tootsie Pops, and now my tongue feels a little...
She really went for it on the last one there, too.
What?
Why is that?
Well, the sugar, you know how the sugar kind of like goes in those bands and then like some of them melts and then you have this shards of sugar and you're just like, yes.
Sugar shards.
I was going to say that.
Sugar shards.
I don't know if anybody else has this problem when they eat Tootsie Pops, but...
Do you? The 9 of you watching now?
I have that problem sometimes.
Well, we'll see if anyone relates.
Here at the screen.
So,
success.
In honor of our all-women identified Culture on a Stick right now, we're going to just open up and we're going to talk about women in the nerd world that we find heroic, that are our heroes. And please chime in with any other questions or comments, and we'll answer your questions. So what do y'all think? Who are your gamer/nerd culture?
So are we talking about like fictional?
It could be fictional, or maybe like there's a female gamer or an author, or fiction or non.
Okay, well, obviously Buffy is my first one.
Oh yeah.
Buffy. I know she's fictional technically, but really there's a little bit of Buffy in everybody because she just is so awesome.
Inside.
I think she's awesome because she like flips the trope of little blonde girl in danger to just kicking the danger's ass frequently, all the time. And with fervor.
And she looks
really good doing it. She can love fashion and girly things and still stake the crap out of a vampire.
I have a question that I've never asked you.
Sure.
Do you enjoy the Buffy movie that was made?
It's not the same.
Oh, I know, yeah.
But
I've seen that a lot.
Do like it because it's dorky and hilarious, but has some of the similar messages.
Paul Rubens is in it.
Paul Rubens is in it.
As well as
what's his name?
Perry
Luke Perry.
Luke
Perry's in it.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I really enjoy it.
So good. Oh, and her friends. Her friends.
Yeah,
in
her
the movie are so good. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's revisit
anyway,
that.
So
no, I do also enjoy that as well, and I've read 1 or 2 seasons of the comics afterwards, and I sat through Angel.
Cool.
Yes.
Because it wasn't Buffy, so it wasn't the same. But
love it.
when Buffy is done and I need Buffy, then I can watch Angel just to kind of like fill the niche, the thing.
I've never seen an episode of Angel. Is it I know it's a spinoff with Angel.
Right.
What are his trials and tribulations?
So he's similar. He is a vampire with a soul because gypsies cursed him. His curse is that he did all these bad things when he was evil and totally demonic, and then they gave him his soul back. So now human version of him feels all these terrible things he's done, and so he lives this brooding kind of very emo existence of brooding. And then Angel is about how he uses that soul to fight evil, to try to kind of try to redeem himself. He doesn't believe he ever will, but then there's some like prophecy that says that if he does enough good, that he'll become human again. So he kind of has this like goal of humanity, because I think his ultimate goal is to be with Buffy when he can deserve her. And he only could do that if he was human. He wants to be able to take her into the light.
Okay. So does he?
We don't see that in the show.
Spoiler alert.
And in the comics, they kind of get together and break the world at one point. There's also a twist to his curse in that if he ever experiences a moment of total happiness where he's not broody, he loses his soul. So in Buffy, he has sex, spoiler alert, sex with Buffy.
I remember that.
Turns him and he's evil again.
Right.
And then he like murders people and he's a terrible, demon.
Is that when Buffy ends up with Spike? Like after
No, that's after that. So this is after Angel has gone off to spin off.
Okay.
Angel has spun off. And then Spike gets a chip in his head that's like, the dog collars that zap them when they bark. It's a chip that zaps him whenever he tries to hurt a human. And so he ends up fighting demons because he likes violence, and he can't do violence to humans anymore. So he gets a chip, and while the chip is in, he falls in love with Buffy, who he's now fighting with because he can only hurt demons. And then he ends up, because he does something really bad to Buffy that he feels bad about, which is difficult for a vampire to do. He feels so bad about it, he goes to get his soul, and he has to fight through all these trials and tribulations. So unlike Angel, who just got cursed with a soul, Spike went out to purposefully get one. So he gets a soul, and so he and Angel are fighting for this vampire with a soul gets to turn human. There's a tension there.
One of them. Okay, so where does the musical episode come into play? I feel like it's right around there.
Yes.
I just remember there was the devil and he was singing.
Okay, the musical episode is
I love this.
Before Spike gets a soul, but after he has a chip.
Right.
So Buffy has come back from the dead.
Right, I remember that.
And is very upset about that because she was in heaven and being back on Earth is terrible, and so she starts having sex with Spike because she's trying to punish herself for whatever she doesn't feel anything and she needs to feel something anyway.
In heaven.
Yeah,
she says something
right in heaven. Right, she was in heaven and they didn't know. Anyway, so she has sex with Spike basically like that's the start of that relationship because she just wants to feel something.
Yeah.
Again.
I thought Spike was super.
Yeah.
Super
hot.
Oh, super hot.
That punk ass look.
Yes. So good. So that was my Buffy. I can tell you more about Buffy.
I know. I feel like there should be Buffy on a stick.
Buffy on a stick.
Buffy on a stick.
There's a new podcast that the only podcast I've ever listened to is called Buffering the Vampire Slayer.
Oh,
it's
wow.
a podcast.
I love that.
About
That's
Buffy.
a brilliant name. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. So Buffy, she's a feminist icon.
Thank you. Buffy.
Buffet.
Buffet.
Buffy on a stick. Lauren.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm going with Dana Scully.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going a strong Scully. I find her fascinating because she's the skeptic turned believer. And though she may be partially turned by, love or whatever, I think there is that deep, exciting storyline for her where she gets to break through all of both her religious indoctrination and her scientific indoctrination to the humanity. And that probably is not good for sound at all. I'm so sorry.
As I start to do it.
You dig down to her humanity, which is really what all this nerding about is
Now,
really about, right?
Isn't she I haven't seen The X-Files.
Wait a minute.
I know, right?
Really?
Really, I think I've seen 2 episodes.
You seem like you have knowledge of the X-Men.
And I am aging myself,
No.
but it was definitely
I
like
was-
on
right.
TV when I was younger. and I
Me
was
too. I think I was into Buffy and
You were clearly
Dawson's
deep
Creek.
into. Oh, P.S. My best friend from high school had her first official French with Pacey.
shut up.
No,
Shut
no,
up.
They all no. I can't shut up because
Shut
it's
up.
true. He was from here, from
on,
Tacoma,
I just
and
need-
they knew each other when they were children, and they had a hot one. They had a hot one.
Just need a minute. Okay, I'm good.
I can't. I'm sorry. I would shut up if I could, but I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I will tell the truth. So Dana Scully, and also maybe I'm just gonna say like this much, like maybe in my burgeoning sexual discover, she's flipping hot. Like
True.
that's a big part of it too. She has that.
She has that like smart, sexy thing. Like,
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
but also like a delicacy that's very enticing. But then she's like got a gun.
Right, she'll kick your ass.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, when somebody that I know that knows anyway, when my separation of making out with Joshua Jackson is like 2 people deep, I can hit her. I mean, she's okay.
Pacey. It's Pacey we're
No, it's
talking about.
Joshua Jackson.
I mean, it's Joshua Jackson we're talking
in
about.
real life.
Yeah, IRL.
He wasn't from Tacoma. He lives in Vancouver.
I have no idea.
Canada.
Listen. Oh, I thought not Vancouver, Washington.
No, Vancouver, Canada. I did some internet stalking.
Go with the story. You don't want to seem weird.
But I know all the things. Okay.
Joshua Jackson. I almost was into Joshua.
Almost?
No,
Leo.
I tried to watch the first episode of that show. I remember
Dawson's
it.
Creek?
Yes, and I remember being like,
Pacey was my
no,
fave,
it would
though.
no. I was clearly
No.
going in a different direction from you at
So
the time. I was like,
So good. It's like so bad. It's good. I love it.
So Scully.
so Scully. Well, that's all I've got.
She's good.
I'm talked out.
You?
I feel warm.
I've
What
been
about
trying
you?
to think. Yeah, I don't know. Like I have so many female heroes in this world.
Oh, can I backtrack real quick? Happy birthday yesterday, Octavia Butler. And if you haven't
Oh,
read
I love
anything by
her.
Octavia Butler, get thee to a library.
She wrote Kindred, right? Oh, it's so good.
Get thee to a library or the Amazon Primes. or
I have
wherever
watched
you've got.
Fringe Packs. Don't. My boyfriend is on Fringe. I have to watch it. Obs.
Ops. So yes.
I know.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Gosh, I don't know.
On it.
Oh, he's in it.
That was
Fringe.
amazing.
He's in Fringe. I've also tried to watch some of The Affair, but it's really dark. And I love him, but I can't do it all the way. And I need to get it from the library because it's not one of those things I can watch because I don't have Showtime.
I feel you.
Who does?
I don't. I love. There's a book series called the Earth's Children series by Jean M. Owl, and the first one is Clan of the Cave Bear, and the hero of this series is a human female named Ayla, and this takes place 30,000 years ago.
Oh.
And
Cool. How do you spell Ayla?
Ayla. If I ever
Ayla.
have another child and it's I
Ayla.
want to name her, I will name her Ayla. I don't know. Does this count? This counts.
Yeah.
Sure.
This person changed my life, like
Then,
in
yeah,
outlook. But
it counts.
It's a book. Yeah, she's great. Go read The Clan of the Cave Bear.
There are several passages of that book that were like smut in middle school, and somebody would get their
yeah.
mom's copy, and like we'd have an earmarked page or whatever.
Read
Also,
page 67.
had the conversation the other day, like, wow, there's a lot going on in that book that I didn't quite cue into at the time. It gets a little graphically, sexually violent in a way that makes
Sometimes.
me extremely uncomfortable
Yeah,
now.
definitely. It's about, if any of you are wondering what we're talking about, this is a book series that explores a human, as we are, a Homo sapien, who is raised by a group of Neanderthals.
Oh.
She just happens to be separated. Well, I won't tell you what happens. There's an
Okay.
earthquake! And
Oh,
she's
like in Land
separated.
Before Time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And she...
Can I tell you how
Yeah.
mad I was that the character in the Land Before Time who was such a bitch was named Sarah?
Mm.
The Triceratops.
Triceratops.
named Sarah.
I love that character, though.
Yeah,
But I
I
know
know.
what you mean.
I was like,
I know what you mean. Why is she so mean?
it's like Sarah
There.
Sanders Huckabee. Like, come on.
I thought she was super cute.
Sarah
Sarah
Sanders
Sanders
Huckabee.
No, Sarah from The Land Before Time.
Yes,
Thank
she
you.
was.
Sorry.
We're like,
Sorry.
no.
My grandmother's name is Sarah.
It's a real popular name. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Bible, but it is all over that one.
It sure is.
Peeps love it.
It's all over
They
that.
love that name.
It's all in
Do you have the H or not? I know
Yes.
you do.
And it's an important.
You have to. It's the symmetry of the name. You have to have the two S H. It's tallness.
It's true.
Because otherwise,
I hear you.
Then it just falls off. I have opinions about that
yes.
as well.
Well, anyway, Earth's Children's Series. Ayla, she's my hero.
Earth's Children's Series.
I mean, obviously superheroes. Like,
Wonder
I
Woman.
definitely remember being a little girl and thinking Wonder Woman. Like, with
Oh, yeah.
unprompting, being like that.
Supergirl. I was really
Supergirl.
into the Supergirl movie when that came out or whatever.
I like the show.
blonde.
Have you seen the show with the blonde?
Is it newer?
Yeah,
No,
Ally
I
McBeal
haven't.
is the boss lady. What's her
Wasn't
name?
there a series? There was a Supergirl series or movie with Helen Slater.
Is that because the movie was like 80s or
I mean, I know there's been many, but like
Mhm.
that was one I remember specifically.
Hmm.
I don't know, when we were discussing that just now, the image of Alicia Silverstone
There's a
as
new show with.
Batgirl popped up.
Oh, I
but
love
that
her.
movie was just not very good. But
So Alicia Silverstone is in a new thing that's about women.
Yes.
It's called I Want to See It and I don't know how to watch it. It's on like the Paramount Network. What is that? And it's called The American Woman or something, American Woman. And it's like she is some historical figure who probably isn't the best, but like her husband, she gets a divorce because her husband's an asshole. And so she takes the kids in the 70s when it wasn't okay. And she like ends up making her own life and doing her own stuff. And there's all this 70s like swinging stuff going on. And she's like real anyway, from the preview, this is what I get. But I really want to see this show and I don't know how to watch it.
how do I
So
watch
if anybody in chat knows how to watch this show,
Sarah needs to see it.
go ahead and clicky click and
Or you
let us
can-
know.
Yeah, you can definitely tweet her.
Yeah, please tell
Yeah,
me.
tweet
Tell me
right
how to
at her.
watch this show.
Tweet her.
Yeah.
Just
Tell me.
slide into her DMs with that information.
You know, chat, we would love it if you had any questions or comments for us to
I could keep
interact
talking
with.
about Buffy. I could also talk about Dawson's Creek and Joey Potter and Jen. What's her last name?
What is her last name? Jen
Lindley.
Lindley.
Thank you. How Jen Lindley is like a feminist icon as well.
Yeah,
Like Joey tries
I
to be,
agree.
she talks the talk, but at the same time she's all like this boy, that boy, this boy, that boy, and Jen's like,
I always
To
felt
all
like
the
Jen
boys?
knew what was up. And
oh,
Joey,
Jen knows what's up.
well,
Doesn't pass the Bechdel test there.
Sometimes Joey has issues with that, yeah.
Gotcha.
do you watch Grey's Anatomy, Sarah?
Uh-huh.
No. We'll talk about that later.
We can talk about it now. There's feminism all over Grey's Anatomy.
Meredith.
Let's
Grey.
talk about all the women bosses.
Yeah, all the women, people of color, bosses,
Mhm.
and main characters.
Shonda Rhimes has done an amazing job of
She has.
diversifying that cast in an amazing way. Firing homophobic people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
End of
Oh my
season
gosh.
2.
I mean, you have to commit like your whole life to watching it because there's like 14 seasons, but it's really worth it and it's sexy.
I just recently went back and started it again for some reason.
I did
I'm
too.
in Season 2. I'm just.
So
crying
it was
every
like
night.
it was like 200 episodes or something. I was like, there's been 200 episodes. That is insane. Oh, I have to watch it again. So I did.
200 hours.
Yeah,
Great.
So good.
Well,
Fascinating.
the last thing chat has said is pointing out that Fringe is so good.
It is.
You're
Paxmo
right.
was right.
Thank you, Paxmo.
Mhm.
I've never seen it, but I. Sarah
Also
likes
good.
it.
And Joshua Jackson is hot in it. And the guy from Lord of the Rings, the Denethor, the guy that is the not king, who wants to be king, who eats the tomato that like drips down his chin while all the people are dying.
Yeah.
Is this not a visual that you
no,
remember?
It's, yes.
Okay.
While Pippin is singing.
Well, everyone is Pippin's singing and everybody's dying.
Shadow.
Yeah, all that. He plays this like mad professor in French, and he's awesome. This cute little doddering old man, and
He
he's adorable.
seems like he plays a good character.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
really
okay.
good.
Cool.
He just plays this like doddering like mad professor old guy. He's really good.
That tomato bite was super visual.
Like I
It's
could
just
smell a
disgusting.
tomato. Do you
As-
know? John Noble.
John Noble. Thank you. Thanks, Mark. Anyway, I was gonna start talking about the Return of the King, but I'm gonna not.
Not so much the feminist show.
No, and anything
No.
we saw in the films was really embellished.
So I thought reading the books I was going to get more about Arwen. Nope.
Oh my God, no.
Tolkien couldn't care two figs about Arwen or Eowyn or anybody. I read the books to get more girls, and I got nothing.
Well, they're missing those two very important figs, and I think that's why he didn't spend as much time.
Are you talking
with
about the
them.
lower figs?
Yes, the low hanging fruit.
I just have to comment on how on how just one quick Arwen comment, and then I see what Paximo said. That's great.
Okay.
Do you remember when in Return of the King they're at the eve of battle, and this is right before Aragorn goes into the caves to get the dead army.
people.
And what's his name? Elrond comes in and he's like, "Oh, here's this and this," and then like afterthought. And also, the fate of Arwen is tied to the ring too. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I just
kind
remember,
of a throwaway, like.
I just remember sitting there and being like, "Oh, okay." I still fucking love it.
Love it.
Is that who you're gonna have?
I love it. I love
Mm-hmm.
it. Paximo asks, I love this. What are some tropes you feel women gamers suffer from? Some things that people expect from them because they are women.
Chainmail bikinis, obviously.
Chainmail bikinis.
Which
Definitely.
I love to take a moment and advocate for wearing a chainmail bikini if that's what you want.
Like, if they would have to have some, like, aspect of support, it couldn't just drape on me specifically. I need something to, like.
I'm telling you, they have chainmail in all sorts.
Like, it's gotta, like.
With an addendum, like some sort of leather
Something.
strap,
I need something.
Some sort of like, you know, when they build buildings to be sound in an earthquake.
I need it to build buildings to be sound.
Exactly. So I always love to start off and say that it's a catch-22 here when we, want to focus.
They do meet in the book, Pax. They do. They're just not quite as sexy. So it's unfortunate. Yeah. All right, carry on.
It feels like that's the easiest jump. Like, oh, you're expected to, and well, a lot of people who identify as women want to present that way and are comfortable presenting that way. So I feel like it's. I just always want to say.
Yes, Gabriel.
We were.
Briefly, we were.
We might continue later.
I just want to advocate for if you like dressing like that, please continue to dress like that, and demanding the respect that you deserve, because you should be able to have both, which is the ability to wear what you want to wear, irregardless of a potential, like, you're not going to do feminism a disservice by wearing the bikini. No, in fact, you may do it like a huge favor or take it a far leap into the future, because frankly, everybody's gonna have to get really okay. Like, we have no idea what we're facing in the coming apocalypse, I'm serious.
Yeah. Apocalypse.
Serious. And part of that we all saw Mad Max. Part of that might be little strappy ensembles for everyone. So we're gonna have to just meet that challenge and leap right over it.
We're just gonna have to get all the seamstresses to make us some extra armor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just always have to stick up for dressing like whatever you want.
I would. Yes. I mean, yes.
I have
Thank
such
you.
a problem. I'm a teacher in a middle school. I can't dress code kids. I won't do it. Like, I feel like taking a girl out of class because she has rips in her pants up to her thigh, or her shorts are too short, or her shirt shows too much cleavage because she hasn't been able to go shopping in a month and her boobs grew.
Right.
Or she just wants the attention that she's going to get from it.
Totally.
Like, that's, so what?
Right.
Why can't we just teach the boys that they're not objects and stop touching them inappropriately?
It's easy as that.
It's like, why can't we do
That's
that?
all we have
So
to do.
I just won't. Kids will come up to me, do you think I'm going to get dress coded for that? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not going to do it.
I love that. Thank you, Sarah.
But there are probably some other tropes.
Oh, tropes.
And that
Gaming
one
tropes.
potentially,
Sure.
exactly.
So
Like,
wearing
Non-dimensional characters.
Oh, hey.
or
No.
characters that are just attached to the boy character.
Characters attached to just there for a love interest.
The reward for pursuing and succeeding in the quest.
Yep, that's a trope for sure. What was the other part of the question? I have to scroll.
I think it was just tropes and.
Can I scroll back? Oh gosh.
I can't scroll either. There it goes.
Oh,
There it is.
Using my mental finger. Okay.
They
Some
expect
things
of
that
them because
keep-
they are women. Sure.
I'm assuming that
Sure,
people
that's good.
expect us to be like more kind
Right.
to NPCs.
Right.
Like last week when I just chopped off everybody's head with the sword, chat was like, "Whoa, Sarah's super violent today," and I was like, "They're bad guys. They're made of ooze.
Yeah.
I could chop off their heads. They're non-sentient."
Totally.
Yeah. What was that character you had that was? It was like Hellion.
Helga or Hell,
I
something
love
like
that
that.
character.
She was hilarious.
Yeah, I've definitely encountered, like I was talking about earlier, just definitely being often just playing any kind of role-playing game, being the only woman in the room or part of the team, and it's been a hard journey, honestly, to be seen by a group of others as like a real character. I'm not even kidding. It's been like in the past 5 years, and also doing this where I truly feel like equally parted.
Right.
It's real. I really genuinely feel that way. But
Hell yeah, that's what it is.
thank you, Hell yeah. I just remember playing Hell yeah
Yeah.
in a meta meltdown.
When we had a meltdown and you were like, ah.
made a great gif of me licking a sword.
So funny.
I love that character.
That was so funny. We had this sword, and Helia had this sword, and was it sentient as well? Did the sword have something?
I think so.
I think it was.
I think so.
I think the sword was either in love with me, or it was in love with Chris.
Was that
or
a hack
something.
attack?
Yeah.
Okay, crazy.
And
Cool.
we did this meta meltdown, which is where, so rule of cool is where you each say a cool thing. Meta meltdown is where everybody's character changes. So like in the metapods and metaverse, something gets scrambled and we all play each other's characters. And so she had to play my character, and she was just like licking the sword, just like, oh.
I licked it,
It was really awesome.
and I loved it.
Yeah. Like you
And it
do.
was fun to play that character. A very strong, awesome female character.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Caitlin! Caitlin was the name of the sword. Thank you.
So Caitlin loved Deer Spirit, didn't like me.
That's right, the deer spirit. Oh my gosh, she's a crazy town.
I don't even remember this world. What was else in this
So, are
world?
you writing the book yet? Because you should be.
There is a book. I
Basically.
have one.
Okay.
Who was the Valley Girl? Caitlin was? Did I get to do the voice of Caitlin? I hope I did.
Oh my god.
I hope
Someone,
I did.
whoever.
Because it's the only voice I can do. You might have noticed.
Sometimes. Sometimes. What did someone comment on what we were talking about? I missed it. We're talking about Lord of the Rings. Now we're talking about, more about Lord of the Rings, feminism for the coming apocalypse.
Everybody needs feminism. Have you read Gabriel? I think that was Gabriel. Have you read Last Man Standing?
No.
Oh, it's a comic by some of the same people that make the Buffy comics.
Okay.
But it's not nearly as PG as the Buffy comics. It's way more PG-13/R. And it's about this guy who's the last guy on Earth. It's called Last Man Standing, I think, or something. Anyway, and he is roaming around this world that's all women now. And so there's different factions of women, and different women do different kinds of things, and it's really, really good book.
That's interesting.
Or good comics.
Last Man Standing?
Last Man Standing. Or it's like Why the Last Man
Watch
Standing.
that.
Something like that. It's really good.
Jason,
It's good, Gabriel.
It's good.
Nathan has them all. If
I'm
you
gonna
can
get
borrow
into
them.
it. Really?
Mhm.
Oh, well,
I borrowed them
I
from Nathan.
never talked to Nathan, but that's cool. I really am interested.
Yeah.
This was in the Farther All, mini episode. Oh no!
Right.
Oh no!
It was
It was not Farther All. It was.
between 1 and 2.
I thought I remember that.
Were we? Why? Yeah.
I was a troll.
The Last
I'm
Man.
not a troll.
Why the Last Man? Not the Last Man Standing.
Yeah, why the
Whatever.
last man?
I was a
Why?
dwarf. The Last Man.
Oh, you have read that.
Why?
The Last.
The
Why the Last Man?
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Thank you. Yes, it was in a interlude.
Would you rather play with an all-women gaming group or a mix of all women?
I have never played with an all-women gaming group. The
All
closest
women.
I've come was our magical space princesses
And then Christian was still in charge.
and Chad.
And Chad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure they both have their
Yes.
merits,
Yes, they
and
both have their
it's
merits.
good to get a variety. It is the spice of life, but all women groups of anything are
Magical.
fucking great.
They're magical.
And I spent near 10 years in an all-female cooperative performance troupe, which sounds just as exciting as you may be thinking, just based on that
So you
name.
wrote stuff and then acted stuff and did stuff?
Well, there was
Together.
less writing, and the performance was, it was burlesque.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you don't have to write.
You
You just
just
feel your
you
way
do
into
some stuff.
that,
Mhm.
and then take good notes. But it was incredible, and continues to be, and not only a source of like lifelong friends, but you learn a lot. You learn a lot.
You learn a lot. I love hanging out with you
I know.
both so much.
With you.
I think we're gonna.
And we didn't really get to hang out very much before.
No, I
like
know, I
this,
know.
Ever.
I know.
We did talk about a coffee time,
We
We're
did.
gonna do it.
We're gonna do coffee.
and we're gonna have all female gaming groups too. Yeah, and mixed. and everything.
Yeah.
And more, and forever. Thank you so much. We're going to end this Culture on a Stick right now on the note of awesomeness.
Yes.
Just why not?
Yeah. We love you guys.
I had
Love
so
you,
much
Patreon.
fun talking about Lord of the Rings and women and
Buffy
Buffy on a stick.
and what was it? X-Files.
X-Files.
Yeah.
Please join us
I'm gonna
next
have to watch
time. You watch the Twitter, watch our website and Facebook, and you'll find out when the next Culture on a Stick is. I'm Vanessa Postel.
I'm Sarah.
This is
Sarah Sanders Odie.
And I'm Lauren O'Neill.
and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Bye.
We want a Zoe book club too.
We'll do it. Zoe Book Club rocks.
Good
We're
call.
gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna do
We're gonna do it.
I have the
We're still
Laverne and
here.
Shirley theme song.
Yes.
We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. Nothing's gonna turn us back now. Straight ahead and on the track now. We're gonna make our dreams. Hang on a second. We have tickets to Alex Cooper. Nobody
Wayne's
with
World.
me.
Wayne's World.
Thank you.
I know it. Yes.
Oh my God.
Thank you. Wayne's World.
Okay.
Wayne's
Read
World.
my Frankenstein.
I don't.
Are we
Are we
still-
done?
Hi.